Welcome to Sparta. Or as they would say, this is Sparta project, eh? I find you well. Oh, it's very bright as usual. Oh, here we go. Now we have some light today. I shed some light on your day. But we will see. We'll do the Lord's Prayer. And well, hello guys, how are you going? Good to see you. Just about ready to do the Lord's Prayer. Not going to stay on long tonight. A bit busy. Oh, it's midnight, of course. And well, I expect my nephew to be home soon. And he's been drinking, so he's usually a bit rough and rowdy. But you get that. When you're young, you don't learn. You try to teach them, but well, like yourself, you have to learn. Yes, I hope you are well. Well. Oh, okay. Well, we still have to. Still, this question is floating around. Is this the guy? Oh, I don't know yet. I do, but that's another story. We haven't had many of these guys around. I wonder why. Except stealing likes again, or YouTube messing around because the likes are disappearing again. That's strange. Too cowardly to approach. They have to sit in the bushes, stealing likes like a child, or a clown, or a witch, or as we call them on YouTube streets, trolls. Change with the times, I guess. Oh, not the copyright. I don't do copyright disclaimer. I should do it. I will do it for my channel. This channel's contents, including to text images and videos, are the property of Archangel Michael and Sparta, and protected under the Copyright Act. Or distribution of any of this copyrighted content without my permission is prohibited. And that's how you have to do that. I'm not going to use anyone else's content. God freely allows us to use His prayer. And there's no copyright on that. So I don't have to write the disclaimer to avoid me getting in trouble if I do play something, which I won't. Not yet. Bit of an upgrade before I get there. Okay, the Lord's Prayer. I did what? Okay. Well, are we ready? Put a bit more light on it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Oh, don't want too much glare on you. Turn up the furious. Ooh. Oh. Okay, are you ready? Yes, okay, good. I know you're always ready, Kiki Eyes. Okay, here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. And there we go. Now you have God in the day, God's in the chat. We can sit back and relax now. Pretty much the job is done. But that is what is done, and that is what it is. If you only listen or follow along, it counts. It all counts. And again, that prayer goes out to those suffering in war, especially the children. God hates children being hurt, because the children are the future, the free will thinking units of tomorrow. And it's up to us to guide them in the right directions, to make the right decisions. We're breaking the circle of life. It's 4 circles. They've been switched around. Now you've got circles. Doesn't function like that, guys. As simple as that. No, he hates those that hurt the children. They are the future. The regeneration, or the genesis of life itself. Without the children, how there'd be more humans. We have not found the way to live forever yet. And we won't. Because only God can live forever. We have to pass on, you know. We've already got 9 billion. There has to be a balance. There has to be a time before you move on to the next level. If you do good in this level. Simple as that. But those that touch children in this level, pain of body, you don't get to go next up. Okay, now we're talking about don't touch kids and it starts blurring out. Come on, YouTube, snap out of it. The truth has to get out. Here we go. Whether you like it or not, that's as simple as that. And the Lord's Prayer is more truth than anything that's on YouTube at the moment, except Jaguar and Natanya, the family, and a few others. There's still good on YouTube. It brought us together, so it can't be that bad. It's just the people that run it, the people they allow on it to elevate, are evil. For there is no good or bad. There's either heaven or hell. No, the good in God or the evil in devil. It's up to you. There's no in between. If you do, that's purgatory. You sit in the black and white city until it's time for resurrection. And you won't be resurrected going up. You go down. Decisions being changed all the time. God, man, as far as advanced as man is, God has to be 1,000 times more advanced to keep ahead of him. Or he'll just topple us down like he did the Tower of Babel and have us all speaking shit, which is pretty much what's going on now. And the ones that are speaking truth is drowned out by all these shit talkers. Strange as it is, hard as it is, people don't like the reality. I'm sorry, I'm a weapon. I go straight to the point. No use fucking messing around like these trolls in the bushes, stealing likes. Like a coward. For what? Supporting someone that's telling the truth? by telling the truth myself, by promoting other people that have been shot in the face with the truth. Yeah, like that one, eh? Crazy. But you get that. You get that in the big world of the YouTube streets, I guess, and the real world. Oh, the real world is fantastic. YouTube streets is fantastic. But there's evil in both. And evil seems to run rampant in both and rule both, whether they like to think so or not. And that's the biggest issue. People don't want to open up these temples and let God in. Because as soon as they do, God will tell them straight away, look at this shit you're watching. You got a fucking brain? I give you a brain. Start using it. Now I'm in here. I'm going to help you. Look at this evil. Look at that evil. And you'll find. You're going to cut me out. You're going to keep cutting me out, YouTube. You don't like it when I start speaking truth every single time. And I've got 100% transmission. So don't mess me around. Every time. Trying to get ahead, and they keep buffering you back. Isn't that strange? Happens to only the family. I watch everyone else's channel. Nothing happens like that at all. Nothing. Unless you're, well, people that used to play around, saying they been when they was doing it themselves. See, I watch things. I watch all hand motions, all motions, all face. A detective, a real good detective, he's taught to look the emotions in the face. Up to 99, maybe more now. Different expressions the face would give if they're telling a lie. But the main one is your eyebrows. If you're not going to be having a poker face and not going to go in with a, no, you're going to go in there with a lie. Well, involuntarily, when you lie, the eyebrows rise up. Right? Your eyebrows will naturally rise when you talk. But when you're talking, they involuntarily raise up. And they pick that as a and well, this guy's doing. They are taught the profile. That's how they work out. And then they work out how we can profile this guy, what method we can do. Good cop, bad cop, 2 good cops, 2 bad cops. They usually got 2 bad cops. That way they can flog you from side to side. And they don't have phone books anymore. So they got to improvise. Yeah, I've had the phone book on the front, beat with the button, and on the back too. Sometimes when we were younger, that puts in, take us out the bush and dump us out there and say, right, walk home. Like 20 k's away from home, right out in the bush in the middle of the night. No torch. Bastards. But they used to do that to give you a lesson. Sometimes they'd take you up there, they give a couple of boys, they give them a hiding. Left them up there, limping back. So, very nasty the police can be. But they are essential. Because not everyone abides by the laws and the rules. Even the common moralistic ones. Ones we all know to be wrong. People still go out and do wrong. They don't care. You'll find most of your crime is 100% drug orientated. They do the crime to get the money to go and get drugs. Very rarely is it for food or survival. Very rarely. That is now rare. You don't have any expert safe crackers no more. That used to be an art. Going in, cracking safe, don't have that no more. You can't rob a bank no more because they're taking cash away. Oh, the new crime is going to be cybercrime. Cybercrime is the new crime. Okay? find you're not going to be able to do rob is the drug dealers and stand over them. But that's the way it goes. And well, when it comes to drug dealers, well, people start off as big drug dealers of certain cities and end up the most highest paid entertainer in the world. Strange, that. Isn't that strange? Drug dealers get run a whole city of a type of drug, then get told to leave the country, go back to your own country after serving some time, no matter how many millions of lives may have been affected because of it. And yet he's allowed to have a big channel, gain money, and promote criminals without any ban or any care in the world. And yet, when the people are going to threaten things, he seems to be the first to know for anyone else. Isn't that strange? Who's got the juice? Someone's got the juice. You know? That juice wasn't all from singing. Oh no. Hell no. Not all from marketing or being smart. No. I won't allege it either. It's from drugs. He's just a money laundering man. That's all that is. He's still doing the same thing he's been doing right from the beginning. That's his niche. How do you think he's got his hand over the rich? He had the tapes. He's got the drugs. Work it out. Work it out, man. They're not in it for the music. They're not in it for the entertainment. They're in it for the debauchery, the evil, and the cruel things in life. The only thing gangster about them is they like raping people in gangs. That's it. Gangbangers. That's about it. And it doesn't matter what they're putting their thing into or what's putting their thing into them. I mean, we still haven't been told about all the animal tapes that are going to come out. When's the animals going to stand on the fucking stand? What did he do to you? Oh, you understand, Mr. Horse? You don't know what the fuck went on there. Talk about all these things, what they've done. Well, they would have gone far worse than what we've been told. There's shit that's been held back. I give you the tip. I give you the full tip. A lot of trials we haven't seen yet. What about all the donkeys? The deer sacrifice and all that shit. And a couple of goats. What about them at the parties? Huh? When are they going to ever say, oh, that's right. We don't talk about that one. We haven't been told that. Well, because you don't be told. There's depravity going on there that you can possibly imagine. And that's only one of 1,000 DDs in America. He only one little DD. That's one little DD. They got him. He was just stupid enough to flap his mouth around. Asked for his money from where he was going to get from the main DD runners. And well, I said, sorry. Sorry, we're going to put you under this black rock. And you're going to have to sit there now. Oh, did I just give an Easter egg? Oh, how about that? Open your eyes, guys. That's one bloke of 1,000,000. 9 billion people on this planet. Odds are 1,000,000 of them are fucking ditties. Right? Doing the same shit. Running the same line. Just a different tune. You'll have a ditty in every sector of the high rise of humanity. I mean, who's the ditty of the fucking Hollywood? No, think about it. Think about it. That white party's still going on strong. Don't ever think it's stopped. They just took it undercover a bit. And those underground cities you talk about, well, went into them. Shifted all that shit. This trial for Diddy. That's just a fucking distraction. That's a distraction. It wasn't, you're gonna talk about distractions. Well, it wasn't fucking nothing to do with bloody Johnny Depp and Amber Turd. That was just a fucking play to see whether they could pull off a distraction. It is a distraction. They're gonna use him as a scapegoat, as the distraction, while they're moving the whole fucking operation. That's why you got all the rest of these ones running around cutthroat, because they don't know where it's fucking going. See? They got no idea about that one. Who's going to run that? Well, none of us are going to fucking run it. It's been taken out of our hands now. Someone else is fucking controlling that, and they've moved everything. We had loggerheads what's going on, so we're going to play secrets games. Why that? Well, because fucking, we don't know what's going on anymore. We out of the loop, but we're going to make out that we're in the loop still. Wake up. The only one that's still in the loop is Jaguar. She got out of the fucking loop long time ago or been running from it. Those ones that reckon they're in the loop, they haven't told a single bit of fucking truth. Tell the truth. You don't know who's holding the white party now, eh? Oh, you all want to run around and run it. But no one's giving you the authority. Run off your seats. Oh, I'm this here guy. I know about this and how you can get a needle and shove it into that guy and they finish. So fucking what? You can do that with an ice pick from an 18-year-old girl with a color machine. Fucking analyze someone. Just like that. Poof, gone. Straight to the kidney. After they've dipped it in a rig of dog shit. That's the end of that person. They'll have a slow fucking death. See, the fact of the matter is he's a bullshit talker because he said, oh, he was a slow death, but he died in a month. So it was no slow death. It was a pretty quick one. Right? So that's when you know he's bullshitting. He knows something about it, but he's a fucking bullshit artist. Look at the bullshit. Oh, he just fucking jump straight to, needle, blood. Oh, but didn't you fucking listen to every single word that he said? Slow death. He died fast. So he fucking talking shit straight away. Partially what he was saying was true, but he got nothing to do with it. Otherwise he would have said it the right way. Because he's gangster. That's how the game's played, isn't it? So, fucking doesn't take a man to fucking pull a trigger, guys. Doesn't take a fucking gangster. It takes a baby and kill someone by pulling a trigger. It takes a man to fucking stand there and punch the piss out of someone. That's a man. Then let them get back up. Don't be an arsehole and kick them on the ground. Unless there's someone that touches kids. Then you can go to town because they're no longer human no more. Right? They become an animal. So you treat them as one. Sorry. God has given a ruling. You touch kids, that's it. You're supposed to be fucking altered from humanity, and when you die, you go straight to fucking hell. So the only way we're going to oust them is to fucking curb stomp them in the ground, be done with them. And that's as simple as that. You don't mess with the future. God doesn't want you to mess with the future. He wants you to have a future. You pull your minds into it, let him in, let Jesus into the heart. That's why those wars are over there. Zionists against Muslims. They don't fucking believe in Jesus. Oh, he's a prophet. Yes, he spoke some truth. But oh, we don't believe he's the Son of God. How can he be? That's why they're fighting. There's got no fucking Jesus there. They had Jesus with them. They're fighting. Even those that have Jesus in them are fighting. But they see him in the wrong way. As simple as that too. To run wars. That war over in the Holy Land, nothing holy about that. there, so how can it be a war of God? That's a war of men. Simply as that. Whom gave them the UN. So don't tell me there's not one government. Because they want to know what's going on. Oh, they say control, regardless of who lives there. When they start fucking building cement fucking walls around all the provinces, Muslims and that's where it all fucking escalated from there. And going from there ever since. It goes a bit further back. Promises were made during World War One that weren't followed through. And it's kept ever since. When World War One was over, the fief of Iraq, or what you would call a king of Iraq, was supposed to rule over all those lands. A king from Babylon. But, well, they betrayed him. They used him and his armies by sending out Lawrence of Arabia and his irregulars to convince this man will give you this great deal, give this all this holy land, and you can rule over it as a Muslim king. And they just used him for the men and never gave him fucking nothing. So there's been animosity from them since then as well. History is a funny thing. A lot of it we've been hidden. You have to go searching. Even then, they don't want you to find it. History is information. Information is power. About the rotation of the sun and the angle of the sun. I thought that quite weird. Because we are highly intelligent people. All these people I've come across are hugely intelligent. Amazes me, some of them. Chloe has amazed me the first, because she's like 28, and she's a genius. She really is very smart. But I'm a little bit smarter. No, she would say, yes I am. We go like that for about 7 hours. Debating who's the most brain. Then through diversity, we just agree, well, we're both pretty smart, because we're smart enough to talk for 7 hours over the boat. So there you go. But that's it. You know, as simple as that. Funny the world. Funny the world. Like Natanya, you know, and Jack, they've been speaking the truth for quite a long time now. Very long time. So, when are people going to really start? I mean, I know there's a few of us, but that's not enough. Like Jack was saying, no, she got if you, like I got 1,320 followers. Why isn't there at least 1,000 in the chat? Our numbers don't add up sometimes, but you get that. Not everyone can watch. It's a bit of a shame that. I don't know why that works like that. It's like my sister Roma. She's got just under 1.7 million, and now she goes 30,000. She still goes viral, but she never gets up to that amount of subscribers she's got. So it's just a thing, I guess. So I think if we're gonna get the views and likes and go viral like her, you need at least that 500,000 plus, 500,000 subscribers plus, to start really making a viral impact. Her friend, the advocate, she just went over 500,000, only 600,000 now, and she's flying along. Flying along, moving right up the chat, staying viral. Simple as that. That's how it is. That's pretty viral, but it should be more. 500 people in a chat and only 200 likes. What's going on there? Either people are too lazy, too non-compliant, or we just have a lot of people that just want to sit there with their brain switched off and just troll. Or if we're just sitting there and not even move. Society's getting like that, won't even move with the control. Just sit back, bugger it, I won't even like it. I'm just going to watch. I'm going to sit in the bush. It's alright, but no. Is it? Is that a life? We had an ad over here about gamers. They say, oh, no, I just used a name, or Tristan. Tristan was playing a video game all weekend, and he conquered it. A whole different galaxy with a mouse. And he sits there and he's pale white, and he comes there and he's like, hey, like, he's been sitting there for 2 days playing that game. And here's Josh. He's out playing sport, he's all fit, nice, but he getting the sun, there's vitamin D. And that's another thing. YouTube, being inside, online, you're not getting enough vitamin D. These girls need us boys. So you've really got to get that one into you. And the best source of vitamin D is the sun. You really do. You really do. It's essential. Ladies, it's iron and getting that vitamin D. It's the testosterone. You've got to keep that testosterone down. If it's too much, you're going to be fucking aggressive, witty. You have all these problems with you. You've got to keep it down. You still got to have it, but you've got to balance it. And everything in the food nowadays, all the hormones in the meat, all the fucking genetic hormones in the food, in the fucking vegetables, because everything's all genetically modified. Everything you eat, even the stuff you grow in the backyard, the seed's being genetically modified before you get it to grow a certain way. It's very hard to find proper source food now. You find most of that stuff on the shelf. It's genetically modified in some form or some manner. And with food, as long as it's palatable, it doesn't have to go through a test process before it hits the market. It really doesn't. As long as it tastes good and as long as people can eat it, there's a certain level of poison that's not in it, like cyanide. You can put any food on the table. Simple as that. And they can be genetically modified. God tells us about how we have to have the food with seeds. Well, how are you going to have that when everything's being made seedless? Watermelons are seedless. They're making other fruit seedless too. Soon they'll work out how do we make avocados seedless. And then when you get seedless avocados, ones with very, very tiny seeds in them. And then your avocados will be like most. You'll find out the way they keep going. All this food that we're going to eat is going to either have to be cloned, which there's a natural cloning process of doing that, or it's going to have to be grafted. Some of your fruit trees are already grafted as it is. They take too long to grow naturally. So they get a different type of citrus, and they put that certain type of orange on it, and grow that tree. Or that one, they'll graft it to it. This grows faster with the root systems. Gives off a better orange, but it's got a very slow growing root system before it gets bursted. So if they give it a big root system straight away and graft it to another tree, another type of orange that's got a big root system, it usually goes off, but it only grows the oranges inside. That's how you do it. That's genetically crossbreeding, without any science other than just grafting, using a bit of nutrients, wrapping it up and caring for it. You'll be surprised how things can work. You'll be surprised. And then cloning. And then once you clone certain many times, unless you've got a whole bloody library or a whole storage system of the original No, original extract in different vials all through, a couple of the original thing that you're trying to clone. You find if you clone from a clone from a clone from a clone, it ends up getting faulty, loses potency, and becomes brittle, and starts having all kinds of things happen to it. That's right. Clone food. They've already got a machine that clones it done tests. You could find that on YouTube. Here's a nice look at it. Sorry about that. That might suit the vegan world, but doesn't suit the real one. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, but well. You ever eaten that tofu? It's like eating the putty that you put in the bloody. Oh, cutting me out. So obviously, YouTube's a vegetarian and wants to get out tofu. I see. Okay. You got shares in tofu, have you, YouTube? Our future is scary. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Oh, unfortunately, it's going to be. But no, it doesn't have to be as scary as what they make you believe. Because if it's so scary, well, you've been talking to the Archangel Michael for a few months now. I've told you some scary things. Might not be believable. But we've been living the times. We're right in it now. So it's not as scary as you think. This has to be played out in the hands of man, guys. That's the rules. Waiting for this fucking earth to crack open and have all these demons popping out. Come on. Get your head out of Hollywood. Get your head out of Hollywood. Get back to reality. Learn that book. Listen to what God has said. Listen to what's going on and the rules that have been passed down through the game. You read that book? It's a fucking book about the game between good and evil. Right from the beginning. And that's how that one rolls. No, you got to start listening. People that preach these words, they've all got their own little vision. They've all got their own little view. But they don't know. They don't say it right. They don't say it right. People can say, "Oh, what's your position?" How can you say, "Well, I'm the Archangel Michael"? So I'm not saying it right. Then who will? No one. That's as simple as that. When you get your head around that one, I don't want you to follow me. I want you to listen and understand that the times is here. I'm here as a warning. I'm also here to help some people along the way. God has decided to do this. First off, I had a mission. I wasn't going to have anything to do with YouTube. In fact, I didn't. Until I met my sister. And she convinced me not to. Oh, the world would be that scary place you talk of. It really would. I was in a bad place. Very dark thoughts occupied my mind. I wanted to hurt a lot of people. And I would have enjoyed it for the way I felt. So, the world owes a favor to Roma for saving it for now. Made me realize there's another part of the mission. The true part. What God wants me to do. It's very hard. It's going to be difficult. It's very scary. But it's better than the man one I was going to do. I forgot that in my depression and anger. But you get that. You get that. And as time's gone on, I've met other people, other good people with excellent messages. And for some reason I thought, oh, Oh, check this old doll out, set in the West. That's that Jagger Rights man. I gotta check him out, see what he's about. And then I was talking to him, did a few chats. How you going? You know, bang, moderator. That was awesome. Now, well, there you go. Same as you guys. What do I do? So I just thought the wrench. I don't know really. Nah, there's a, you can moderate someone's chat that you don't agree with, as long as it's true. But the way they portray it, you might not like it. It depends. There is a point. You can be a good moderator. That's what Artie Lee taught me. She said, Michael, you gotta, how do I put it? It was this brief. She said, you gotta look past what the person's saying and just moderate the chat the way they want it. But there's a point. You can't say, no, I don't want to do this no more if you don't agree. Because there's a lot of things that you don't have to agree with if you really don't want to. I find it best when that happens. You just don't watch no more. That way you don't have to affect anybody. You step back from it. No, I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I will. I mean, if you go into a chat and they're talking about makeup and nails, and well, you know what I mean? You know, it's not kind of my cup of tea, guys. And, you know, it happens sometimes. It happens. So I can't, really be around for that. I just have a check, make sure it's alright. If there was throws there, yes, I would, but I'm not going to bust up a tea party. I don't wear a cardigan. I wear a jumper. You know what I mean? No, it's like that, you know what I mean? I shouldn't say that. The world's so funny now. Well, I shouldn't say that either. But the world is different. You'll find out some things you can't say, but that's what it's like. I can't go into a chat and be there supportive if they're gonna talk about nails and hair. No, that's not my thing. Might be some guys sing, but it's not this guy. And I don't follow all those, because if I followed furiously, like a troll myself, as I see it, I mean, there's an avid supporter, then there's a stalker too. And an avid supporter and a stalker, there's a fine line between them. Because they'll both hunt, find out where that person is, where they're going, what they're doing, what platform they're on, and follow them right across. But a stalker wants to get their hands on them. That's the difference. They want to go that one step further and have a physical. Oh, yes, there's some of us that want to meet her, but to shake her hand, to hug her, to let her know she's not alone. I'm sure she knows that. She's probably been all hugged out, those girls. They probably got bloody parts on their skin there was got calluses on it, but they've fucking been hugged that many times. It's alright, pat, 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 it, yeah, okay, yeah. It'll be alright when justice is being served. That's when it'll be alright. Until then, well, pat, 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 I guess. But that's it. You got to support those two ladies. Well, that truth will never get out. It'll never get loud enough. It's been getting out, but it's got to get louder. And it's got to get louder. Oh, I've got to tell my son, or to my nephew, hey, Josh, wait, that cat pissed on that thing. Right? So you're going to have to sleep on the other part of the couch. That's why that bloody cushion's over there and I sprayed it all up. Yes, Pepsicle. This mongrel cut. They've got fresh trays. But he's a couch pisser. Oh, Peppy. Don't look at me like that. You know you're in trouble. As soon as you see me, you give it to her. You knew. Oh, he knew all right. He knew straight away what he was doing was wrong. Bloody cat. Ah, but you get that. That's what happens when you got the pets inside. But we keep it pretty clean. It's just every now and again. Doesn't do it all the time. Just every now and again he'll just do that. He's done it ever since we got him, so I don't know. It must be just a pattern with this cat. Hmm. Oh, baby, count pisser. Well, there you go. Been on 47 minutes. I'm just about done. Voice is a bit dry. Need the drink. That nice, delicious can of bourbon I've got over there. I've only just cracked. Just to wet my lips. Well, come on. It'll be getting warm now. But it's cold enough around here. Should be still alright to drink. No, one or two doesn't hurt. Everything in moderation. Remember that. You take everything in moderation. You can enjoy a donut. You can enjoy that little sugary treat. You can enjoy that extra slice of bacon. You just have to cut down somewhere else. Get your balances right. Once you get that balance right, you'll find your life will start balancing out. And in your house, make sure it's tidy and not just mismanaged and clean, but tidy, everything put away. Because you wake up, you have a visual look around. Oh, gee, all clean. I don't have to clean too much. Just a bit of sweeping there, a bit of sweeping off. And you realize you start to relax. You create the environment around you of relaxation as best you can. You'll find every morning you get up, you'll be relaxed. You get up and the house is all clambered, stacks of stuff, but not dirty, not just stacks of stuff, not put away. You'll find people, they'll get like that. And you'll find it will start getting messy. The dishes will stay in the sink for a while before anyone gets up to clean them. And there you go. That's how people are. There are people that are far, far worse. Far, far worse. Terrible. I don't want to get into those stories. Terrible. Leaving kids. Oh, like I said, again, Roma, Chloe, Roma Army. She was an orphan. She spent 9 years like that, left in her own filth, in a room with no carpet, just like a cement cell. Told because you got gypsy. She didn't even got bloody gypsy blood on her. She's found out. They thought, you got gypsy blood on you. That's why you smell all the time. It was because the mother wasn't letting her wash and leaving her in soiled clothes when she was young, even in twee nappies, for days at a time. She's had to have therapy in such a way that has suppressed all those memories. They're still there. But she's been taught a certain way to dream, so she can't keep dreaming of it because she don't dream and she won't sleep. Special way she sleeps. That's why people find she's a very deep sleeper. Otherwise, if she don't, she'll have those nightmares and that PTSD that she suffers from all that suffering. Well, but the good thing that she's located her real family and she's going to see them. Not quite sure when, but it's very soon. So hopefully things go well for her there. And she'll get some sort of closure. I hope. That's suffering. And that's why I keep telling people they've got to overlook some people in the world the way they are. It's not the way they've been or anything sexual that they may have done. It's where they've come from and where they are. The in-between journey, sometimes it's going to be rough as guts. Sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. You've got to learn to accept that. Well, people won't accept some of the things that a lot of people do to make money. Not all are intently evil. Just people don't accept them. And what she did was not ever evil, just not really accepted in circles. That's all. That was only partial. The rest of it's all being business. Doing the right thing. Being successful. That's the key, being successful. Simple as that. You've got to get the right thing. You've got to, like, Jack should be some more successful than what people have been following, because there's too many people don't want to believe her. Oh, she can't be right. They're all our favorite stars. They're all bloody criminals too. No, you get that. Ah, well, that's what happens in the big world. I hope people are gonna. I hope people will be alright. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. Would like a few more likes, but you get that. 2 people still there watching. That's very good. I hope you do well today or tonight, whatever time it must be on this planet, because everyone seems to be in a different time frame, which is absolutely crazy. Trying to keep up with everyone. You get that? If I didn't have kids, I probably would be like Nick. No, I probably would be like Nick. No, I try, guys. I try my best. I don't get paid for anything. I'm trying to get this. If I get paid, it's going to be monetization of my channel. I'll be happy with that. Once this gets monetized, from all the hard work, that would be my payment. I'm not going to ask for payment. We haven't asked for. I'm doing this all out of kindness, and it's the right thing. Plus, I'm the Archangel Michael. If I'm not going to stand by Jagger right, who is? Those guys, of course, but in a life running from demons, time for an angel to step in. That's what God must have thought. Still have to take it up to him later on, once it's all done. So why did you get me to help this particular? I know, sir, I like Jack, but why did you get me to help her? I said, well, Michael, in the beginning, I can't tell you. Have to find out when I get back up there. In many years, I hope. I hope. But then again, we see. It works in very mysterious ways. One day I could be, saving snails on a beach. The next day I could be doing a job, that is hard as getting the most roughest pineapple up your backside you can possibly imagine. It depends. Depends being a man too. I'm subject to things too. If I don't follow him in the full way, and I slip away and start doing things as bad as a man, which I have done, well, the tasks I have to do just get increased. So, Michael, I told you while you're down there, don't fall to this folly of man. I know you're going to do it. And sure enough, he was right. So now the tasks I got to do are a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult. And that's my own folly. Because it's in the hands of man, see? He can't be wrong. That's how it works. People can't blame God for anything. Even for not coming down and saving. Because he can't. He's got to work through someone. And only that someone can reach out and do the saving. Then God was working. Not enough God pieces in the world. People keep walking around being selfish and self-centered, ignoring. Well, it'll be like we used to get told about America back in the 80s. In the 80s, we used to watch shows, and we used to get told about America and Australia here that walking in America, you're going to get robbed. As soon as you walk down the alley, you're going to get stabbed. So, fucking hell, why go to America? It's crazy. I wanted to go to Disneyland, and then you find out about Disney. Fuck going there. That's crazy. What you gonna do? Can't go anywhere. But unfortunately, it's like that. Well, it's not like we've been told, but it is like we've been told, but just not on a level. I mean, people, I don't know, just been told about Australia over in America. Probably all kinds of stuff. I mean, I know people are still only going on the idea of Australians as Crocodile Dundee. That's a long time ago. We've evolved since then. Partially. uh, but that's how the world is. It's like, a lot of countries out there think everyone, the world runs exactly like us. They just got different rules. No, there's places out there that fucking human life is not valued much at all. Your place is still in Africa, unfortunately. But when they have wars between their skin groups, where, there could be ones that's fairer than the other ones, and they have the wars and the border wars, well, some of those countries really don't have any care. A lot of them do. But there's some there that'll just come into a village, take the arm off a little girl with a machete, and while she's screaming out, "Why did you do that for?" They'll turn around, look at her, and cut the other arm off, just for the fucking hell of it. And leave her like that, to suffer with no arms for the rest of her life. Or worse. So their morality of life is low. India is another place. What's during the pandemic? Like I said, if you own 5 textile factories, they'd slip that one off at 4 textile factories and put the oxygen on your grandparents. That morality of life is very low. Very low indeed. You really want to know? What's that Slumdog's Millionaire? That'll give you an idea about India's culture. When they're pouring acid into little kids' eyes so they can make blind beggars, because blind beggars make more money on the street. So deliberately boiling out kids' eyes with acid. That'll open your eyes up. Well, no pun intended. Oh, the world is very cool. Even our own countries and governments are very cool. They do shifty things like they should do. Your democracy government is supposed to be clear cut and open. This is how democracy works. The government is supposed to be clear cut and open. Only things that are deemed security for the entire country do they not release. And that's things from outside, not things that happen inside. Everything that happens inside is supposed to be clear as a fucking crystal house made of glass. Okay? The prosecution is the government. The people are one side. The judiciary is in the middle. What you often find, especially in Australia, not so much America, you got a funny way of your law system. I haven't quite worked it fully out yet. You got a lot of fucking clauses that you can get off of shit, you know what I mean? In Australia here, fuck you, well, you're pretty much screwed. That's why we've got kangaroos here, kangaroo court, You go in there, you're guilty. As far as they charged you, you've been charged with that charge, and you are guilty. Now it's time for you to convince us that you're not. Or how lenient the punishment should be. Pretty much like that. So that means that judge is doing what the government's telling him to do, which is not a fucking democracy. That's a dictatorship. That judge has got the power to fucking give you leniency. That judge has got the power to do a lot of things. He's the judge. They're the judge. She's the judge. They are the judge. The moment you see him try to play that act, and I believe this is just about every court, even America, one clause. You look at them, the judge, look at the prosecution, if it is from the state. No. If it's the fucking civil one, well, that's a different story. That's people against people then. Nothing I can do about that. They'll use the prosecution, but the prosecution is standing in for the people now. He's not there for the government. Otherwise, it'll be just the government man there, and they'll be just showing tapes. And there'll be no one on trial except one person and a bunch of tapes. Just on that, they can convict him alone, I reckon. Not going to show all them. So you work out what's going on there. Well, we're not going to get told everything. They're not going to pile everything on him. A lot of people on those tapes won't come forward. A lot of people who should be at that trial are not. A lot of people have taken deals too. And are there because they've taken deals. Silence. Gag orders. Sign your secrets to me. Then whatever is in your mind belongs to me. They get you to sign it there. They offer you this and that. You think you're doing a good deal. But you're not. I know about such things because I've been offered such things by military men sitting at a table. Men standing behind him with fucking Oster 88 fucking machine guns. Ready to pop. I just said no. You cannot own my secrets. They're my secrets to give. No, and people got to look at the clause. If you go say, oh, you are secrets. It's not the couple of secrets that you fucking they might be fishing for. Every single fucking secret that you know belongs to them. For perpetuity throughout the fucking universe. All time. Means I own you. So they couldn't own my secrets, because then that means everything comes out of my mouth. They can market it, say it's theirs. They own that. They own me, so they're not going to own me. A lot of people, they tricked a lot of old people up there, but they all signed up nonetheless. Once they seen that fucking check and the dollars, and a few numbers got pushed around, I'll tell you straight. They offered me $1 million and offered my brother $1 million. My brother wasn't there at the time. They said, oh, we'll give you $1 million for you, $1 million for your brother, because we know you're here for your brother as well, Michael. I said, oh, yeah. I said, well, you know what I said to him? This is exactly what I said. I said, right, you want what I've got. Not just the information, you want what I've got in my pocket. You really want it. You know you can't just take it. No, I have to give it to you. There's a special thing that has to be done. You can't just take it from me. They can't. No matter how they try, even if they shoot me, they can't fucking take it off me. I'll be dead. They still can't touch them. It's a special thing that has to be done. And I said to him, well, if you really want them, and you want to come up with the price I want to see, I don't want any money. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get the King of England, all the men in the royal family, right? You're going to have to break all their kneecaps. You're going to have to get a road covered in shards of fucking glass and broken fucking needles and all kinds of shit, right? Then you're to fucking make them crawl by their knees across that 100 meters to a pile of all their jewels, and the crown that the king wears is going to be smashed up into 1,000 pieces and put it inside that fucking pile of jewels. And just before they get there, they get all their fucking teeth smashed out. Then they have to eat all that pile of jewels, and the first one that shits out a brand new crown, I'll give him the fucking stones. That's the price. Now, until they can fucking do that, they ain't getting it. So you work that out. Gotta go through on hands and knees. Because all those glass and fucking dirty needles. They have to eat through the mountain of fucking Jews that they got. Every single Jew gonna be packed out. All the statues, the fucking lot. They gotta eat every single bit. And that crown that's all fucking in 1,000 bits in it. And the first one that shits out a brand new fucking crown, I'll give him the. That's a fair price. That's my price. You fucking achieve that one, I'll give them to you. Fucking, that's a good trick. Fucking shut out a brand new crown. Fucking never seen that before. Fucking you gotta give you for that one. Sorry, old boy up there. It's pretty good. You know that yourself. Yeah, that's pretty good, Michael. I've never seen someone shit out a crown before either. Brand fucking new, sparkling. Fucking fuck you up, didn't it? Yeah, I know. I didn't think they were gonna do that. Well, they did. But they're not going to. So you work that one out. That's a fact. That's the price. They want a price on this year. That's what they gotta do. Go on. Manifest in front of all the people. And we've got cameras from all over the world. Do your fucking devil work. The moment they see that you do that, they try and fucking achieve the shit out that blue fucking big crown. Because you got your magic in it, you're gone. So, pretty good fucking trick, I reckon. And a pretty good price. Oh, yeah. No, you gotta work it out. God's the Father, guys. And Satan's the Son. Right? Man's pretty cruel. We're in the image of man. So you work out how God can work sometimes. If he really wants to fucking get nasty. Really nasty. Okay? God can treat you like just like the fucking devil does. As a punishment. Right? He's God. Remember that. It's not just getting sent down to the devil to get punished. You know? He wants to take him down himself. He wants to take him from God. He doesn't want God to send him down there. That means there's no good for him because God doesn't want him. God throw that one away. No good to him then. He'll fucking take it anyway. Because he's part of his job as an angel. Alright. Fucking useless soul. Why was you bad? You could have come to me. I could have fucking used it. But now, fucking wasted now. In you go, Pete. Fuck off. Not even going to torture you. You're not even wasting God. Nope. Not even going to give God the satisfaction. So that's what he would do. He wouldn't even give God the one that God wants to punish. He won't even punish them. He just fucking, in you go. Wasted my time. Why didn't you find me? I was there all over the place. You could have signed yourself in and we could have been fucking good. But no. And that's how the devil rolls. He's not some fucking goat-legged cunt walking around. That's fucking Osmosis, the king of hell. He that one. Satan was bloody the most beautiful male fucking angel that God ever built. Put a lot of energy and beauty into him in the first. He was supposed to be, that's why he was going to be the next firstborn. He got to the top. But it's his vanity that got to him. Vanity. And his lust for power. No, simple as that. And he realized the way he is now. That's the way that is. That's the way that is. But like I keep saying, people might not understand this. The Father never likes the Son to fall, no matter who they are. That's including God. So, here's the Archangel Michael. A little bit of thought pattern to go away with. Just remember that. He hopes his Son may redeem himself. But that is to be wait and seen. Archangel Michael, we'll catch you soon. Signing off for now. God bless and stay safe. Watch the sky.